Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Farm, thinking right out here in my lab where I do what I do for you. Today, gotta hit my people again. I love you, but I gotta try to bring to your attention what you're doing is not good. This is gonna be a lesson about crown wearers. Okay, you got two crowns, Upper and Lower Egypt, philosophically, metaphorically, conceptually. Let me break it down for you right quick. You got the crown of ignorance. You got the crown of knowledge. Which crown you wear, it's totally up to you. And I'm telling you, beware. Self-mastery is being aware of those who wear the crown of ignorance. You recognize the crown first, you say, I know who I'm dealing with. That's why the hairdresser is important from Egypt. Let's talk about it. Rightisms, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tuning in and receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself, self-mastery. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we going? See, excuse me. I'm going to know thyself. All right thinkers, your goal is to know thyself. See where we going with this? Let's get that together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You want me to through? That's what I do for you. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not that they know not, is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know the dangers, avoid them. I do. Eagle crown wearers. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm a spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself and to Maya be true. All right. Right thinkers, peaceful philosophy says self-knowledge, self-mastery is being aware and recognizing those who wear the crown of ignorance. Let's talk about them. It should have been titled, What Those Who Wear the Crown of Ignorance Do, because these are things that the ignorant people do. Got a whole laundry list of them. Let's rock. Again, if you're proud of your ignorance, you wearing your crown with badge of honor. In that state of mind, and it shows in what? Your actions. I don't have to believe you're ignorant. I ain't got to think you're ignorant. I can see in your action and hear in your words, you're ignorant. You wearing the crown, and you wear it proud because you're proud of being ignorant. I see a lot of that. Another problem with the ignorant crown wearers, when you walk around looking good, so you think and feel, that's all ego. Ego wants to vain. The ego is vain. It wants to look good. It wants people to admire and respect him. That's what he's driven for, to be admired and respected. That's the ego. You know those kind of people? You don't? Go in the chicken mirror. All right. When you walk around thinking it's all about you, that's ego. And they tell you, first thing they tell you, I'm CEO. I'm Dr. So-and-so. I'm so-and-so. Giving you their title. I don't give a damn about your title. Keep it to yourself. Again, that ego nonsense, okay? Those are guys will always tell you who they are. That's the ego crown wearers, the ignorant crown wearers. But they got some kind of education. They think they're so much better. They're condescending. They're very, very cocky and obnoxious people. When you act the fool and you think you're right, that is the biggest ego crown wearer, ignorant crown wearer there can be. They think it's all about them and they can do no wrong. You are showing off. You just ego. You showing your crown of ignorance, aka the ego crown. People who have the ego crown, the ignorant crown, they will let themselves be known. Okay, they're easy to recognize. They're easy to spot. They make themselves known. Like a flash of light. Hey, look at me. Yeah, those times. When you can Okay, when your main topic in your conversations is about you, ego crown. Okay, everything they say, me, I got this, I did that, ego. Okay, it's all about them and what they do. That's the ego, and the ego is selfish, and that's you showing off what your crown of ego, aka ignorance. And you proud of it. You strut around like it's something good, like numbnuts, brag about taking a cognitive test. Dude, that's to check and see if you got dementia, you numbnuts. It ain't something to brag about. Why? No other president had the problem with their damn psychology issues. Okay, they think you're crazy. They think you're slipping. So they got to test you with a child. It ain't a pass or fail. It's just to see how your cognitive thinking is. We already know about you with that. So, but they're still checking you. Okay, I pass. Nobody fails a cognitive test, you dumb yo-yo. Excuse me, get out. I can't stop. I can't help it. But, okay, fellas, sisters, on a scale of 1 to 10, we all think we're 10. But if you're a 6 out of 10, you can't expect to be treated like a 10. So, fellas, that time of night, when that 6 look like a 9, you good to go. Why? Because you know, Libra, that flip it, flip the 6. That 6 look like a 9. She didn't look that good earlier when you first come in. Now, hey, man, what's going on? Yeah, Ego crown, ignorant crown, both of y'all. Okay, fellas, if you know better than you have, the guys with, y'all know better because you have what? Money, deep pockets. Okay, that means you can buy your way through, but you got no real sense. Okay, all you doing is what? Paying for pleasures. People got women for that, call they prostitutes. Okay, Trump got one. Okay, called hookers. You buy them. You can rent them for pleasures. Okay, she got a kick when she became first lady. She got raised in pay. So Michelle Obama didn't get a raise when the president got to be, my husband got to be second term president. All of a sudden you get a big raise. Why? Oh, I forgot. She on the payroll. Yeah, she on she on loan. But if all you desire is pleasures of the flesh and money, that's him all the way. Is your lifestyle, your crown you wear the crown of bullshit. Okay, not ignorant. No, you're not ignorant. You're ignorant of yourself, but you are affluent in BSing people. Master, craftsman. If you need help to take care of you, but you swear you don't, that's how I use the example. A loved one, you see them struggling, they can't swim, but they're in the water, they're floundering, they're splashing, they're struggling, and you say, you need some help? They holler back, no, I'm all right. No, you're not. Or what? I can see it now, but you haven't realized that again. Crown of ignorance, okay? And people will go through life wearing their crown and be proud of it. I wear a hat to cover my head. It's not a crown of ignorance. My crown is not a hat. That can't go back there. Crown of ignorance. Well, I didn't know no better. I was ignorant as all get up, okay? But I was proud. Again, they wear it with pride. If you're rewarded, if you get rewarded for doing the wrong thing, you know you got to pay for those things, don't you? You don't know that? If you hoodwink somebody, you bamboozle somebody, lie to somebody to get them to do what you want to do, manipulate them and trick them, fool them, you're not going to be blessed for that. In return, if you try to enlighten them, you try to encourage them, inspire and motivate them, God sees that as a selfless service, and you'll be rewarded for that. Trust me. And why they wouldn't ever take off their crown of ignorance. They like it. They getting rewarded. Again, they doing things that's getting them what they want. So they're not going to stop. Trust me, okay? It's all about the ego. The ego is ignorance. They're both the same, okay? Your ego, a.k.a. Set. Some people see him as the devil, whatever. In opposition, the devil is someone in opposition to God. When you decide to do what you want to do in opposition to God, you are the devil. In my Maury Povey's voice, you are the devil. Okay, so it's created, manifested from individuals. Go on. The ego, aka Set, cannot The purpose for the reason that your ego cannot reproduce, it don't want no more. It don't have the power to generate and reproduce. That's why it's a unique entity, one of a kind, like the devil that y'all create. All right, your ego, aka Set, the devil, in human form, is every individual uniqueness. For whatever reason it is, when they go what? Astray, do what they want to do. That's ego. Now you've been led by the ego. When you're doing what's right, Adam and Eve was under God's tutelage. They didn't worry about having clothes. They didn't worry about differences in male, female, sex. None of that mattered. Soon as they took a bite of that apple, they got knowledge of good and evil. Scooby-Doo, ruh-roh. The whole ball can change. When you wake up and realize certain things, you gonna wait a minute, I need get my act together, so to speak. All right, but they had already broke God's word, so what? They had to be punished. Oh, you gotta be like God. I tell people I don't forget. My childhood sweetheart, first love, broke my heart. I still haven't forgiven her 50 years. Okay? And I'm not in no time that I know of. Maybe in the next life, but in this life, no happiness. Moving on. Oh, that's cool. No, that's how I am. Simple as that. I ain't trying to appease or please you or satisfy you with how I am. I'm doing me. Well, you should forgive. God is forgiving. I don't give a damn about God. What he do and what he don't do. I'm me. Understand that. So stop comparing me to what God would do. You keep doing what God would do for you. I do what God do for me. And if you cross me, we're done. Simple as that. God kicked them out of God reason. They ain't bring them back. And put God there so they'll come back. Okay? So don't give me a God forgiving nonsense. Moving on. I get annoyed with that one. Okay. We humanizing God. God is not us. And half of us ain't God. We are, but we just don't know that. Okay? All right. But again, I know the story. Frontwards and backwards. Yeah. And when you hear Set being in charge, you know something's wrong. If Set is running the show, it's going to go wrong. That's the ego. He's not, he's reckless. So if you're egotistical, nobody wants to have a baby by you. They didn't know he was that egotistical. He got a bunch of babies, okay? But whether you know it or not, bad people shouldn't produce offspring. Moving on, I'll leave that, go stay there. But that's idea Set, the ego. It can't reproduce. But during the fight with Haru cut his nuts off, castrated him. He took Haru's eyesight. Haru took his reproduction process out, okay? And when I wore Crown of Ignorance, he didn't need to crown. Yeah, he was already crowned. He ain't got to put a hat on, okay? He already crowned. So, ego. He wore that crown proudly to the end, all right? But I wore the Crown of Ignorance for a long time. Now that I switched up and got my crown of knowledge, it's a little different. I like this one. How many of you devils, a.k.a. evildoers, okay, how many of y'all are taking off that ignorant crown and changing it for the knowledge crown? Not many. Why? I can't see it. I don't see that big a change. Just saying. Okay, I'm watching. I'm observing. I'm sure what should we do? Okay, I hear, consciousness, everybody feel the earth. Yeah. Moving on. Again, who we at? How many of y'all changed up the ignorance to better yourself? Okay, a lot of y'all gonna stay, he did, to the bitter end. Ignorant, egotistical. Your ego, aka the devil that's in you, is the same one that's what? In all of us. Just what? Some of us recognize it and some of us don't. It's there, just like God. God is in us. We just got to figure it out. We bring the devil out rather than get God. We leave God into what? We ass out, then we go to God. Until then, we're going to be devils. We're going to do us. God knows that. Moving on. Okay, remember, he knows your heart. And the thing about knowing your heart is, he knows when you come to him, if you're coming to him in sincerity or BS. Sincerity gets blessed. BS don't. How you going to God? Moving on. Daily. I go into it every day. All right. We all create our own devil. We become the devil when what? We go into opposition against God. When you're not doing what's right, you hear me say, I do the right thing. I do the right thing. I'm doing what's right. That's being obedient to God by doing what I know to be right. I can do what I want. That's the choice I chose when I was ignorant. Now I'm doing the right thing. That's the choice you got to make for yourself. And watch this. By going against God, makes you the devil. We know that. You know right from wrong. You know right from wrong. And you choose wrong. And you expect God to what? Forgive you and understand. No, God gonna punish the hell out of you like he should. That's karma's job. Give you what you deserve. If you know it's wrong, you do it anyway, you deserve to pay for that. That's why I got no regret for those cheaters, male or female. You know it's wrong. You did it anyway. So you got to pay. You got to pay. They got to pay. If you want to forgive them, that's you. But I make them pay. Okay? We only have one God. Ain't but one. All the names we call it, but it's still just one God. And we call him by a bunch of different names. But it's still the same one God. So the concept is, it ain't what you call him. It ain't who you call him. It's how you serve him. That's the same across the board. That don't change. That's truth right there. Everybody got to serve God the same way. Islam, Judaism, Christian, all of them do got to serve God by what? Being righteous, doing the right thing. I don't need religion to tell me that. Philosophy teach me that, and I'm holding myself accountable to discipline myself that way. Okay, religion's supposed to discipline you, teach you self-discipline. Follow these rules. Thou should not do this. Thou should not. Okay, you got to follow. I got 42 of them. And I'm proficient in all of them at this point in my life. I wasn't always that way. So if you only got 10 and you ain't proficient in that, that's sad. That's really sad. So I'm speaking from a religious perspective. I'm not religious. Okay. But now, we only had the one God. Again, unlike Moses on the... I messed that up. I said Moses on the ark. Noah. Man. Wow. Unlike Noah on the ark, two of everything. Some things are not to be used. Okay, they said these animals that he didn't bring on the ark for different reasons, whatever purpose. So he didn't get everything. He didn't get everybody. Metaphorically. If you think somebody can go out and gather two of everything, male and female, insects, got to be crazy. Moving on. But y'all think he literally did that. It's all philosophical. It's all mythological. It's all to teach a lesson. Moving on. I get caught up in that. The Bible thumpers, religious people, y'all think the Bible is literal. Stop. Take it from mythological, allegorical, astrological book to teach you about you. That's what it is. And nothing else. Nothing else. Oh, this God's word. No, it ain't. Sorry. We all, okay. One ego, one devil. All the same. I can show you the two parts. Here, Haru and Seth in the same body. Okay. That's the moral fight that you have to win for yourself to become the conquering hero of yourself. That's Haru. He's great. That's what I'm preparing for greatness for myself. I'm working to be my best self to conquer my ego self. I got him under control. He got no say-so at this point. he got no work in this town. All right. Right thinkers, we wear the crown of knowledge. And that you can walk proud with. Yeah, I walk my head up, chin up, chest up. Yeah, I'm proud. That's knowing thyself. You got a right to be proud of that. You can't and you shouldn't be proud of not knowing yourself. Making a fool of yourself, acting a fool and thinking you know yourself, that's not right thinking, okay? You're not a right thinker. If you're practicing my philosophy, right thinking, daily, that means you put on your crown of knowledge every day. You got to act that way. You got to be that way so people can recognize you wear the crown of knowledge, not the crown of ignorance. We are different. K-Dot, they're not like us. Ignorant people, not like intelligent people. We two different people. Same color, same group, but two different mindsets. And it's all mental. Let's go. We'll wrap this up. I see the clock. I got to go. All right. Right thinking. We wear the crown of knowledge every day we put it on. Okay. And if you practice my philosophy, your crown is like my hat. You put it on every day and wear it proud. Okay. Make sure it fits the outfit. Okay. It should match. Okay. Another vanity comes in every now and then. All right. The ego's still there. He just don't have no say-so. I give him a little voice, but he ain't got no say-so for real. The crown chakra, the 7-1. When you see Jesus, the halo, that crown, that little circle you see, that's him reaching enlightenment. The enlightenment is you becoming enlightened to God, yourself, your higher self, your essence, your true self, the source, whatever you want to call it. But you are glowing now. That's the idea. Okay, the crown is the glow, and it's outside of you. not inside. The seventh crown is outside. It goes on top. Hence the crown. Chakra. But the crown you get when you reach the seventh heaven, seventh level, seven, seven, seven. Everything is seven. 7 days a week, 7 colors, 7 liberal arts, 7 planets. All those are teaching tools and lessons that you can learn for esoteric teachings. That's what it is. Hidden knowledge. Yeah, they hide it behind what? Occults and different philosophies. That's all. Chakras. You got the seventh level of the chakras. That's like Egyptian philosophy telling you serpent power. Same thing. Third eye opening. All this is the same philosophical concept to get you to know yourself without any means necessary. I wear my crown of knowledge. When you reach Nihas, that's the crowning. When Jesus came enlightened, he had the halo, he had the glow. Okay, you become Haru-Ur. Haru-Ur is the victor over his uncle Set. He got his regalia. He sits back on the throne of Egypt. He's in control of himself. He's the captain of the ship now. Set works for him. Your job is to protect Ra in the afterlife forever. Remember, punishments from God is eternal. That's why reaching and being with him is also eternal. You want to be on that side, not the other side. Okay, it's 2 sides to be on. I keep telling you, it's 2 ways. The right way and the wrong way. If you're on the wrong side, that's on you. Why? You made that decision. I chose the right side. You should too. Wrapping it up again. I appreciate you tuning in. This is taking it home right here. When you teach, and that's what I do, spiritual enlightenment, being a spiritual philosopher, I teach, I talk spiritual concepts, and I give you God knowledge. And with that knowledge inside helps you shine on the outside by manifesting it. Having it, knowledge is power. No. The proper use of the knowledge you have is power. That's the power of you being successful, you knowing yourself, you being the captain of your ship, you being the king on your throne, you running Egypt. That's the game. That's the lesson. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you are ignorant crown wearer, take it off. Put the crown of knowledge on. Tune into your boy. I can help you wear it proud. I wear mine to the side. How you want to wear your crown? Your choice. But you got to get it. I got mine. Come get yours. I can help you. And knowing right thinkers in the end, may you all there to be 100. Me, 100 minds a day. So I've never known my right thinkers who are in hard self-mastery is being aware of what? Those who wear the crown of ignorance. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I always enjoy getting it to you. I'll be back with some more.